Hey Leo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a reading all about your abundance. Now that could look like financial, it could look like career, like relationship, we'll find out. Happy birthday to y'all who have already celebrated. Happy belated. If you're waiting to celebrate it, I know it's your birthday month. I don't know one Leo that celebrates just the day. Happy birthday. All right, you guys, we're going to get right into it. We're taking only the cards that fly out. If you've never been to my channel before, I love to send you guys good juju and prayers. Simply say hi in the comment section. So I've got something that represents your energy, even if it's an emoji. And I encourage y'all to do it for each other. It makes you feel good, lifts your vibration up, lifts everybody else's up. We have power of prayer. Speaking of which, give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. And that's the trick, right? Sometimes we pray, but we're not even realizing that we're blocking maybe the answers. And usually that comes in the form of people or opportunities that land in our lap. So being aware of those, that could be the answer to your prayers. We have next, the new opportunities and choices are now opening up to you. Claim them. Wow. So it's kind of like keep your eyes open, your ears to the ground, because the answer to your prayers is on its way. And I want to do actually one more for some reason, and then we're going to get into tarot. Oh, okay. There was a reason. It's because they wanted three more. Clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. With love, I let you go. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. We have words of abundance. Words are powerful, so powerful. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. That's not always easy, is it? And that is what you attract for yourself and others. It's what you choose to look at, right? Because like attracts like. So there is plenty of opportunity to focus on all the dark crap out there. Oh man, I always say, you want to rebel? Love each other up. Doesn't mean you have to sacrifice yourself or do something against your own will, because that's not loving yourself, is it? But you want to rebel? Look at the positive. You could rebel today. You don't have to tomorrow. You could rebel just today. Do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You also have got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Wow, cool. So there's almost like this storyline in your oracle, and it'll be interesting to see what you get in your tarot, because there's almost like you have some stuff coming towards you. You are actively and successfully drawing towards you the answer to your prayers, to just put it bluntly, right? But now keep your eyes open, your ears open, because when they come, it's important that you recognize, oh, this is the answer. And not just sit on your laurels, but to then take it and work with it, right? Abundance coming towards my Leos during their birthday season. What's this abundance? Tell us about it. I love that at the bottom of the deck we've got the reciprocity card of gifts and generosity. Leos, season, abundance. And now this is a timeless reading. That's the intention of all these readings I'm releasing this week, is when you see it, that's when you're meant to, even though it's Leo season right now that I'm filming it. And so take it if it resonates. Take it if it empowers you. Don't give your power away unnecessarily to tarot. Only take it if it makes you feel good and empowered. That's what these readings are for. So with that being said, at the center of your reading, we have this beautiful Ace of Cups. That is cups are those moments where your cup runneth full, usually in the realm of relationships or emotions. So it can touch on quite literally a friendship or a romance. It can be a gesture of love. Somebody's giving you an offer. Sometimes it's creative, because the creative arts also feed our emotional selves. We start off with victory. This is one of my favorite cards. This is the victory lap. And people are also, what you can't see, but in the background, if you look closely, are people watching this. So this is not something that is hidden away. This is something that other people might be recognizing. You might feel a little bit of pride in this moment. And it's important, again, not to rest on your laurels too long, but take that victory lap and enjoy it. We have the Knight of Wands, which we're going to come back to, because this is an interesting individual that's coming towards you. They're upside down, so I want to know more about that. We have our beloved Ace of Cups. This is that offer of friendship or love. And we have your energy. This could be you or another fiery energy. This is in the center of your reading, and we've got the Queen of Wands. This is confident, attractive, somebody who runs by their instincts, and they like nice things too, I'll just say. We've got the Seven of Cups upside down, which we'll get into. And then we've got another ace. We've got 2 aces so far in your reading, just in the base spread. And this is Ace of Wands. So this is got a lot of enthusiasm and confidence attached to it. This is usually that wands represent the actions of life, the go-go juice. So when this type of opportunity lands in your lap, you want to act on it. And it makes me circle back to your oracle cards, the power of prayer and what you're calling in. And it's important to recognize it when it lands in your lap, right? So let's unpack these. With a fresh deck, this has already been pre-shuffled with you in mind. Let's find out about this victory lap that you're taking, the Six of Wands. What do we need to know? There was a decision here. It might have had something to do with family. It might be there's a nostalgia entering the picture with this decision, but the decision hasn't been easy. And for whatever reason, what you're going through, I think that you get through this better than you expect. I do think that others, possibly family members, would be proud of you in this moment. Anything else we need to know about the Two of Swords? This is the difficult decision. Yep, abundance, Empress energy. So this decision, although it was hard, or it is hard, some of you guys are still going through it, and some of you guys, for very few of you, it may even have directly something to do with a pregnancy. But I just have to throw that out there. There is a sense of past, about a nostalgia. There's a sense of people you've known for a long time, which can be old friends or family. I just have to throw that out there. And you're doing the right thing. I think that's why this victory lap is being taken. And victory lap, depending upon what you guys are going through, is not the appropriate. If you told me, hey, listen, this is actually the scenario, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry I called that a victory lap. But there's something that you can be proud of yourself over, having dealt with it in a good fashion. Okay, so, and I hope that gives you comfort if you have not yet made this decision has not yet been made, that it's going to be okay. We've got this Knight of Wands, and this is a character I feel in your life, an energy coming towards you. And this Knight of Wands, it could be impulsive, aggressive, could feel even a little bit scary. It's there, we've got all the knights out here. We got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Knight of Swords. It's almost like it has this feeling of like a sleeping bear, right? Like, don't disturb the bear, and then it can blast out at you. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's a lot of impulsive, almost immature behavior here. It's somebody who's going to lash out, or somebody who's, you get the picture. So this could be, being that it's knights, it could have somewhat of a youthful vibe. I mean, if we were to place a maturity level on this, it would be teenager, right? And it's been hard. Three of Swords is hard. Okay, and it's something that I think has given you pain. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. And this is a very practical knight. This is the only knight in the deck that is actually at a standstill. And it's at a standstill because they want to make sure they're not going to act impulsively. They're going to make sure that their horse doesn't twist an ankle in a pothole. They're checking out the terrain. They're looking at the bigger picture. And this energy is slow. It is the opposite, but equal reaction to this. Now, this could be more than one individual. It could be family members. It could be people who are acting out in a scenario that just triggers them. And I feel that this is the reaction, is before you hand them, or before this value, this thing of value is handed. Now, what is value, right? It could be literal money. It could be just a listening ear, a response to blah, 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 blah. But either way, this is the adult in the picture of like, okay, I'm going to take in all, I'm going to try to remove myself in a practical manner from all the triggers and the emotion here. And I'm going to not act until I have all the information. Okay. Now we have a little switcheroo. We've got this Ace of Cups coming through. And I want to know a little bit more about it. What's this Ace of Cups for my lions out there? Yeah. Oh boy, fresh air. This is fresh air, you guys. So we have, again, we've got this King of Wands energy. Now this is represented by the fire signs. We have the Two of Wands. There's a lot of action in your reading. This is action-packed. Now the King of Wands is a visionary, and it's perfect that he came out with the Two of Wands, because this is a time for making new plans and not acting on them necessarily yet. And it could be linked to this slow energy of the Knight of Pentacles, but it is a time for brainstorming, for opening one's mind to what's possible. Possibly travel is in the future. We have two other cards that flew out, and it is the King of Pentacles and the Death card in reverse. Two of these people. I want one more card on this. One must move on. One must make progress. And if somebody is stubbornly holding on to something that is just worn out, like beating a dead horse, whether it's an opinion, a situation, a relationship, you cannot be held prisoner by their stubborn clasp on this old, worn out scenario. The only option sometimes we're being left is to turn around and go towards greener pastures, because we have you stepping in as a visionary here. Now, some of you guys, roles can be reversed in tarot. As you know, all tarot readers say that, right? Maybe this is somebody else who's like, I'm the visionary. You either get on board or, I'm leaving you behind. A lot of you guys, this is you, because it's that fiery energy ruled by the fire signs, the King of Wands, saying, I got bigger visions, and baby, you can come along. But I'm moving on these eventually. I'm brainstorming, and there's almost an unwillingness to stay in anything negative. There's this it is a beautiful offer, I think, that is on the plate here, on the table. Let's find out a little bit more. What's this Queen of Wands? Flipping but not flying. We've got the Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay. The Wheel card. Yep. Things don't stay the same forever. They can change quite quickly too. But there's good changes coming. And so this is really important for me to say. There's a lot of positive change waiting to happen here. Whether you're the individual who's kind of holding on to an old way, or you're actually the visionary that's saying things have got to change. And maybe I don't have all the details, but I know that moving forward is a necessity. It's important to say that this has a lot of positivity around it. We have the Queen of Wands defined by the wheel, and then the Queen of Wands upside down. So there could be a struggle here between even a possibility of self-sabotage, of working with the duality of the same nature. And so the Queen of Wands, when they're upright, they are so confident, they run by their instincts. Their confidence alone can sell ice to an Inuit, I will say. That's the more, I think, appropriate way to say that. But as the old saying goes, ice to an Eskimo. Like the confidence of the Queen of Wands is so powerful that she almost builds the path before her just with her confidence alone, And so when we have that wheel turning, karma, as things progress, and things are, even despite how positive they are, there is the duality of the Queen of Wands that is going to be challenged, which is it can be selfishness. The other side, every coin has got two sides. Every person has got two sides. Now, whether it's you who is reflecting back at you, or it's another person reflecting back your that dual nature, is what's the opposite of this confidence. In this particular case, it can be kind of manipulation, or it can be intimidation, and it can be selfishness. So you might be in your situation up against that a little bit. Doesn't mean you're losing it. Doesn't mean you're losing against it. But that's what's popping up, right? So this is a reading all about abundance. And so transformation is at the heart of your abundance. It's like there's almost this victory lap you can take because you are unwilling to submit to anything that is aggressive or immature, impulsive, compulsive. And it's actually, this is like a relationship reading. So these are people in your life. These are your relationships, okay? This is not about money. In this particular reading, and it's about creating abundance with your standards in your relationships. We have now this beautiful Ace of Wands, the Sun, High Priestess, the Moon, the duality of a situation, like I said. So something's being revealed, and that's going to build towards your abundance too. And I have a feeling it's to do with that Queen of Wands upside down with the Queen of Wands upright, the duality of a situation. You're seeing everything clearly, right? And in that place, intuition shines. And there's a moon in this picture too. It represents intuition. You have an enormous opportunity landing in your lap here, but it's going to require you to jump on it, to take advantage of the situation. And I feel like you're doing all of the prep work right now. You might be, I don't feel like you are necessarily removing and pushing people out of your life. Not so much. No, it's that you are just raising up here, and people can come along with you, or they have to stay where they're at, but you are not going to get pulled down to where they're at because you got bigger visions. I do feel like that is you. But there's homework here, and you're no fool. Like, you know that you're not the type to sit around and wait for life to happen to you. So clearing our debt, self-care involves removing heavy burden of financial and emotional debts. Is there anything that you can just clear away in order to prep for this good stuff coming along to you? Words of abundance, how powerful words are. You know, even when you feel compulsive or impulsive towards somebody, I'll do this game with myself sometimes where it's like, what do I really want to say? Okay, now take that, subtract the meaning from it, and now how can you say it in a different way? It's diplomacy, right? Words are powerful, and they can carry abundance. So you can get things off your chest. You can lay out your boundaries beautifully, and you can still have diplomacy. You can do it in a way, in fact, you can keep on subtracting the meaning, and repackage it so it still has the meaning, but how does it carry abundance with it as well? A power of prayer, it's actually being very effective right now. So keeping your eyes out to these new opportunities and choices that are opening up to you and claiming them. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Please like and subscribe. Take good care. See you soon.